We have a lot to talk about today because some pretty strange stuff is going on. Gabbie Hanna is not only friends, but is hosting a podcast with Farrah from Teen Mom. James Charles and his bestie Rae unfollowed each other, and Trisha Paytas won a Steamie award. It's a mess, so let's get into it. So let's start off with Gabbie Hanna and Farrah Abraham. Two names I never thought I'd ever be saying in the same sentence. Gabbie being a YouTuber and Farrah being an ex-teen mommer, there's no reason why anyone would put these two together. But then last year, Gabbie was spotted hanging out with Farrah in one of her TikToks. Now, from my understanding, this was the first time anyone's ever seen these two together. There was no explanation, no one could connect the dots on how they even met. It was just strange. If you guys have seen Teen Mom before, you know that Farrah isn't really well liked by, well, anyone. She has a reputation of being mean to the cast, crew, and none of the original 16 and pregnant girls ever got along with her. A lot of people think her nastiness towards people is a result of growing up in a toxic family environment, and other people just think she's really entitled and mean for no reason. Gabbie kind of has a similar journey. She hasn't been the internet's favorite person over the past few years, and a lot of people don't have the greatest opinion on her. So even though they are kind of similar, no one would ever think to put these two together as friends. Well, it turns out Gabbie and Farrah aren't just friends. They're now co-workers. A few weeks ago, Farrah announced her and Gabbie were starting a podcast together. It looks like the podcast is going to be called Mental, monthly mental health podcast by Farrah Abraham and Gabbie Hanna. I just want to know who asked for this. Who asked for Gabbie Hanna and Farrah Abraham to team up and give us mental health advice? Literally the last people I would ever think of for that. Anyways, let's hear what they have to say about the podcast.
So we are so thrilled to bring to you mental health, self-care talk. I don't know if it's going to be like true crime in it, if it's going to be entertainment in it, if it's going to just be health in it, but whatever it is, we cannot wait to share this with you.
All I do is think about myself and introspect because I don't know, but I have a lot of mental problems that I'm actually really proud of, and no, but honestly, like, so mental health issues, if you know how to harness them, are a superpower. Like, apparently I have like severe debilitating OCD. We're a wild time. I feel like we're somehow spiritually connected. I'm so excited for myself personally and for everybody else to get to know the real Farrah, because I feel like I've seen it through the TV, and I just feel like she's one of the most like misunderstood people of all time.
You can unlock your superpowers, your richness, your successness, and I hope that we can just bring in not only Middle Eastern and color and culture, but we can also empower like our American white friends.
There's people just like faking DMs and digging through my like life trying to find, it's because we're awesome.
Yes.
As if this interaction couldn't get any worse, Farrah literally gets up and yells at some worker in the hallway because he's like blocking her sunlight or something.
German, Danish, Italian influence, and I'm about ready to yell at someone who's walking over here with their stupid phone. Okay. Okay. Anyways, gonna like calm that down. Sorry, this guy keeps walking over here. 1 second.
And that's on ADHD right there. I love that.
Hi, I'm just recording, so I'm gonna shut this and you have fun walking back and forth. Okay. Oh, I just can't with, you know, my disabilities, you know. Some people would say that that is me being so, like, Farrah's so difficult. And, you know, like, I was fired for being difficult.
I'm honestly shocked Gabbie was okay with her doing that, and actually thought it was funny. Gabbie always talks about being kind to people and how horrible everyone is to her, yet you're okay with your friend being rude to some guy in a public hallway? It's not like Farrah went out there and asked him politely. She literally treated him like they're beneath her. Now that I think of it, after hearing how Gabbie acted on Escape the Night, maybe that behavior isn't really that shocking. And as you guys can guess, people had a lot to say about this new friendship duo. There is one person missing on this panel of experts. It's Trisha. This fallout when all of this is over is going to be insane. A perfect pairing, not a compliment. Yeah, this isn't going to go well. And And it didn't go well, because Farrah literally got arrested the next day. TMZ reported that Farrah had slapped a security guard and was arrested. Great friend choice, Gabbie. Speaking of friends, we need to talk about James Charles and Rae unfollowing each other. James and Rae have been friends for nearly 2 years now. They met when James latched onto the Hype House and all those popular TikTokers like Charlie and Addison. They've done multiple videos together, and at one point, some people even thought James and Rae were dating. Well, not anymore. Def Noodles noticed that both Rae and James unfollowed each other. No reason why, but I will say it's a year too late. Before we get into the next topic, I just want to let you guys know that today's video is sponsored by Adam and Eve. Valentine's Day is coming up, and Adam and Eve want to give you guys a little surprise. Right now, you can use code SPILL to get 50% off of one item in your cart and free shipping to the US and Canada. Some exclusions do apply. Adam and Eve has 24/7 customer service, 90-day hassle-free returns, and everything comes in really discreet packaging. Adam and Eve also donates 20% of their profit to help fight the spread of HIV. Love that. So if you guys want to get yourself a little Valentine's Day treat, you can use code SPILL for 50% off of one item in your cart and free shipping to the US and Canada. Thank you, Adam and Eve, for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back into the tea. Finally, let's talk about this year's Steamie Awards. Last year, as I'm sure we all remember, Trisha Paytas held the award show with Ethan as an extension of Frenemies. I don't think Ethan was actually planning on doing the awards this year, probably because it was a Frenemies thing, but people really wanted it. Now, I will say, Ethan got me. He titled the video, "Surprise Reunion for 2nd Annual Steamies." And the picture outline was of Trisha Paytas. Now, this isn't the first time that Ethan's clickbaited with Trisha's silhouette, so I kind of had a feeling it was gonna be clickbait. The host ended up being Def Noodles and not Trisha Paytas, but I think people were pretty happy about that. Even though Trisha wasn't in this episode, she still managed to partially win a Steamie Award. Frenemies ended up winning an award for Spiciest Drama. Ethan said this is the only time that they're allowed to talk about Trisha, and he didn't even show her in the footage of it ending. Frenemies ended up winning the Spiciest Drama by 69% of the vote.
Dub, I really can't decide.
Spiciest Drama? I don't know. I think the Vlog Squad's got this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, honestly.
That was a pretty big one. But when you look back at Hassan Piker buying a house was probably the biggest
that too,
controversy in my opinion.
Yeah, that was big.
Unforgivable.
I feel like you're overlooking a pretty big one there.
The ending of Frenemies.
The ending of Frenemies. That's true.
That was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
This was the only time we were allowed to mention Trisha, only by proxy. So.
Oh, you couldn't even. I just noticed you didn't even show her in the footage.
That's right. We didn't even show in the footage.
It's wild.
Wow. That is wild, isn't it?
Probably.
But Dennis, would you like to do us the honors here?
Of course, yeah.
Spiciest
drama.
Wow, wow, wow.
So let's see who won. Oh wow, with 69% of the votes.
Wow.
The ending of Frenemies.
Wow. Wow.
Who could have seen that one coming?
In a way, this prize is for me, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I have to take a sip.
I don't know if you guys feel the same way as me, but it feels like Frenemies ended so long ago. Yet this time last year, Frenemies was truly at its peak. It's really just sad it had to end the way it did, because despite however I might feel about Trisha, it was such a great podcast. We got so much drama out of it, so many laughs, and the chemistry Ethan and Trisha had between them was kind of unmatched. Obviously, it ended for a very good reason, but it's just sad the enemies part of Frenemies kind of got lost in translation, and Trisha started taking things a bit too seriously.
He takes that 5%.
Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about everything down below, and I'll see you next time.